Hey Saber World, I am doing this video, as you know, for the crossguard 2.0 by Korbanth. Um, a lot of the saber has all of the additional knickknacks, so it has the KR upgrade kit for the wire mounts, and it has the goth 3D printed in brass. I guess greeblies, and down at the bottom inside there, if you can see that. The rest of the hilt, you have your power button here and your auxiliary button right here. But it's not on because the saber opens in the middle. I have both plates epoxied together, so this actually holds on more securely, and to be perfectly honest, it's not only difficult but also kind of annoying to have to remove two plates in order to get to the crystal chamber. So I made the executive decision and took care of that for you. Now you just have one easy to open saber. If you don't like that, I apologize, but I think it's honestly, I think it's better. So anyways, this has the master chassis by Goth 3D design with the crystal chamber. The recharge port is right in here. The saber comes with the 2.1 to 1.3 millimeter adapter, and it plugs in just like that. So when you're charging the saber, I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. You have access right just by taking the plate off. It's completely hidden while you're using it. And then you take it out, and there is a switch. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's a switch right here. You can actually use this. You can actually use this to slide it over, and it will be in position to the right. It'll actually be blocking the recharge port, so you'll know it's on. You won't be able to charge it, and you'll have to turn it off in order to charge it. So, with that being said, let's turn it on. So here's the power button. You'll just tap it. This is a PRIZM version 5.1 with a red, deep red white, Tri-cree LED, and single one-up Cree red. And it is loud as hell. 2-watt bass speaker. Blaster effects with the additional auxiliary button. Lock up if you hold it. And if you move the saber and hit the button at the same time,
I'll show you the dark side.
You'll get quotes. They're labeled as force abilities. Alright, hold the power button to turn it off. Alright, so since we're in the fun part of this, let's just keep going. So in order to change the fonts, you'll just hold on to the auxiliary button while the saber is off.
You know what I've come for.
The saber's completely programmed with the Quillions. Let's go into that also. So you're going to need an Allen wrench, and you have your blade retention screws here. And same thing on the other side here, and then on the back of the hilt here, above the power button. So loosen that, drop your blade plug out, KR blade plug, .7/8 KR blade plug. There you go, and the other side. I think I put butter on my fingers this morning. Alright. And then, here are the Quillion blades. They just slip right in. They also are a snug fit, which is nice. So you're going to have to back out the set screw a little bit more than when it was holding the blade plugs. And they only need to be tightened a little bit. These aren't meant to really take any damage, you know, so I wouldn't go actually trying to block something with these. They are good to go, but why risk it? And on top of that, this lightsaber with the crystal chassis and everything, it's very heavy. The door, I wouldn't recommend really using this for dueling, just show. There goes my Allen wrench. 0 days since I dropped something. Alright, here we go. So, power.
You know what I've come for.
It goes into sleep. It goes to sleep after 2 or 3 minutes. Now, since this is primarily, it's only a red blade, there's no red, green, blue, there's no additional colors with this. I actually programmed the color changing to be different brightnesses of red, so it's actually, you can think of it more as power settings. If the Saber, even though it's a 10 amp drain battery, the 3.7 volt, it's an 18650, even with all the LEDs, there are 3 here and 2 here, and then you have little accent LEDs, but these are all high power drain LEDs, and they suck the battery. So at 100% everything, you're just going to shut the Saber off. And so everything is set max at 75% power, and then color change, and it'll drop to from 75 to 50, 25, and then 0, and then back up to 75. And the reason that I have it go to 0 is that when you have the blade plugs in, even though you can unscrew the bottoms of these, they actually, you might be able to hear it. There you go. The bottom unscrews, so you can actually have the lights, the LEDs shine through. Nice feature. Honestly, I just left them in, and I would just turn off the LEDs. I would never turn this Saber off, honestly, and it'll just go into deep sleep. You'll turn it on with the blade plugs on, swing it around because it sounds awesome, and it'll just put it down and it'll go back into deep sleep. You can just let it sit on your shelf for months. This battery is amazing, and it's honestly just a really, I was going to keep this, so that's the secret. It's really got everything. All right, so let's keep going. All the fonts, there, it just woke up. All the fonts are quotes.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
All the boots are quotes of Kylo. All of the fonts are either a crossguard font from one of the movies of Kylo's, or it's a significant saber to the character. So actually one of these is I believe just the Graflex, but I put in the crossguard double ignition, so that might be this one. Nope. Let's keep going. All the LEDs match up to all the sound effects. See, so the LEDs are off right now. Now it's at 75%. And this is the Graflex font. No, it's not. Sorry. Don't know what I'm talking about.
You're still holding on!
This is probably it. That's it. The interesting thing is if you actually listen to the sound of Kylo's lightsaber in The Last Jedi when Rey is using it, It actually kind of sounds like her saber. Yeah, I noticed that the other day. It was really something, I don't know, made me want to put that on there. So anyways, if you are interested, this saber is for sale on my Etsy. That is literally everything. It's a PRIZM, so you can just cycle through the 6 fonts, and you have the different power settings for the LEDs, the crystal chamber, recharge, and the off and on switch. You don't need to open anything else to get access. If you wanted to access the SD card, it's right here. You would just take a pair of pliers. Here, I'll just turn it off right now. Where are my pliers? These aren't pliers, but they'll do. And you can just, here, there it is right there. Easy access. Am I showing that? Yeah, right there. Anyways, push that back in. And turn it back on.
You're still holding on! Let go!
So yeah, probably just gonna leave it like this. So whoever wants it, there you go. May the force be with you. Sorry this video is ridiculous, but there you have it.